and welcome back to 7 Trans Guys. And this week, the topic... my dick is acting up. This week, the topic is tension between trans men. This is what I believe. I haven't seen much, but it's there. Like, I've experienced it, but it's not... Like, I don't spend much time paying attention to drama. But anyways, it's there. And I believe that it stems from a lot of jealousy, and jealousy that is like based from a lot of insecurity, especially when it comes to people's journeys, because everybody's putting their journey out there, you know, because they want to educate people. And so when you're watching someone else's journey, you think that that's how your journey is going to go, but that's stupid, because, sorry, it's not stupid. It's like, I don't know what else to say, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to say that everyone's journey is different, and then you watch someone else's journey and you expect you expect the same changes as them, right? Almost 100%, like I would say about 95% of your changes on testosterone is genetic. The other like 5% is like maybe if you take like maybe some supplements to help facial hair grow, like, you know, biotin, that helps stimulate body functioning, like your nails and your skin, and that maybe that would have an effect. Working out, that's definitely going to have a physical effect. What you eat will affect how much weight you gain. So that's the other 5%. But the 95% of your changes, this is me just making up like an approximate number, but you think about it, it's genetic. You have no control at all over these changes. Like, so how are you going to be mad at someone for their changes when they don't have any control over it? You know, how are you going to be jealous of someone for something they can't control? How are you going to be mean towards someone for something they can't control, right? And that's pretty much you as your journey. Imagine someone being disrespectful to you for being trans when you didn't choose to be trans. It's who you are, you know? So how are you going to be mad at this guy who's grown facial hair in 6 months, like he has a full beard? Because, like, he did nothing at all. He just grew it because of his genes, right? You can't be mad at someone for the genetics, right? One thing I'm going to say, I hear this a lot, like, trans men should not be mean to each other because we're all in the same boat. But think about it, how can we all be in the same boat when our journeys are all different? How can you say both things? How can you say everyone's journey is different and then say we're all in the same boat? Maybe we're all in the same boat in the fact that we're all trans men. But all our journeys are different, right? So, with that being said, I'm going to say this to you. I don't think you have to be nice to this guy because he's trans. You don't have to be nice to the next guy because he's trans. You just have to respect his journey. That's pretty much it. You don't have to be his friend because he's trans. You may not be that type of person. Maybe you're not very social. You don't know how to make conversation. You don't like texting. You're not that type of person, right? And that doesn't mean like you're mean, you're stuck up with. That's just you. You're different. You don't spend all your time texting, or you don't do that, right? You don't communicate. You're not very good at it. So you're socially awkward. You have your own stuff going on with you, right? And you're just not able to make friends with this guy because let's say you don't have anything in common. So just because we're both trans, we're going to all of a sudden have to be friends. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's like saying all black people are supposed to be friends. Makes no sense. Everyone in the LGBTQ is supposed to be friends. No. Like, if you don't like this guy, you don't have to be his friend. But that doesn't mean you get to disrespect his journey. Because you don't like him, you're not going to address him as she. That makes no fucking sense. It's like someone who's not in the community, like someone who doesn't like you, and just because of that, they're going to call you she, but they'll call every other trans guy they know he. Just because they don't like you, you're a she. That doesn't make any sense, right? But if this guy's a prick, right, he annoys you, you don't like his personality, you don't have to be his friend, but that doesn't mean when you're talking about him, you use she, or you use words that are mean towards him, right? You don't disrespect his journey. You can disrespect him as a person. Go ahead, you don't like him, right? But don't disrespect his journey. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's like, why? It's like, just because someone doesn't like me, they're going to call me the N-word. Like, attack me for being black. No, they just don't like me as a person, right? We just don't get along. So that's what I'm saying to you. Like, you don't have to be friends with every trans person you know. That's ridiculous. You're not going to get on with every trans person you know. Because everyone, You're more than just being trans. Being trans is part of who you are. But then you have your personality, you have your attitude, you have your beliefs, you have your morals, you have your values, you have all those stuff that make you as a person, right? And if you don't gel with someone else who's also trans but has a different personality, attitude, and all that stuff, and you guys don't gel, are you just gonna try and be friends because you're trans? No, it doesn't make any sense. But that doesn't mean like all of a sudden he's not trans enough, or he's this, because like, don't attack his journey, don't attack his transness, like attack his attitude. Right? I'm not. It's ridiculous to say everyone should be nice to each other. Like, I'm saying, like, that's not how the world works. I pray that it was possible, but I'm just being realistic, right? And if you try to be friends with someone you don't like personally, that's a waste of their time, because they might like you, but you don't like them, then you're being fake, right? But I'm going to be nice to him, I'm going to be friendly with him because he's trans, but you don't like him. That's not genuine. That's not genuine friendship. That's not genuine at all. You're just pretending, right? But you have no right. You have no right to attack his journey. Because his journey, if you're talking about his changes on testosterone, his facial hair, how deep his voice is, he's not picking that. He's not choosing it. Like, this is my example. I used this example once, right? Think about this. Testosterone is just a chemical. That's pretty much what it is. It's not magic. It's not this. Because it's really glorified in our community. It's ridiculous how people glorify testosterone when it's really just a chemical. Now think, it's a chemical that affects your body in every, like for example, alcohol is a chemical, THC is a chemical, whatever thing you put in your body, some sort of chemical, affects your body differently. Even Tylenol, ibuprofen, Advil, they're all made up of chemicals, right? When you put it in your body, it affects your body differently. So let's use alcohol first. Think about it, a shot. You have a bottle of tequila, you have 3 of your friends around, and all of you take 3 shots. You know that those 3 shots are going to affect each and every one of you differently. You have that lightweight friend where 3 shots is good enough for the night. You have that friend that tequila just makes that friend sick, so they don't even fucking take a shot. You take your 3 shots, you're feeling a little buzz. You have that friend who takes 3 shots and is waiting to take 3 more shots because he cannot feel anything, you know? So the chemical affects each person differently. So why do you think this testosterone chemical is going to affect you the same as someone else when everything else that you put in your body affects you differently from someone else? You know, you're made up of different parts. Your genetics are different, your brain works differently. We're all different. We're all individuals. So think about it. Why would testosterone affect you the same way as someone else? Like, there's a general idea of what may happen, but the rate, how long, like how much, it all depends on your genetics. So why would it make sense to be disrespectful and mean to someone based on something they cannot control? That's literally what you're doing. When you say something mean to another trans guy based on his changes, you're saying something mean to him over something he has no control over. Like, he has no control. So it's not fair. It's not nice. It makes no sense, right? I have a few experiences where with people like saying stuff about my transition. I had this time where I posted a video of my voice changes, and a guy commented that, oh, it looks like you're trying to make your voice deeper. And I'm thinking, okay, let me see. What are the possible reasons why I would be trying to make my voice deeper? Especially for Instagram, right? Why would I post it? Is it so I can get comments from people complimenting me as to how deep my voice is now? Because what am I supposed to do with those comments? Do those comments really mean my voice is deeper when in reality I am just pretending? That's the thing, right? Like, I'm just wondering exactly why I'd be pretending. So really, when I see people on Instagram that you're like, you can tell they're pretending, or they put something forward that you find a hard time believing, right? You're just like, why is this person doing it? Maybe they need some compliments. Maybe they're not feeling that great about themselves. Maybe they're like low self-esteem and they need some people to say nice things about them. I don't know why people lie, but there are people that do lie. So that's why you have to be really careful as to what you take from Instagram. Those people that you're inspired by, those people you want to be like, you have to be careful as to what you take from them, because they're only giving you what they want you to see. No one is posting anything on Instagram they don't want you to see, unless like your phone glitches and posts by mistake or something ridiculous like that. But what you're seeing people show you is what people want you to see, right? So you have to be careful what you take from them, or else you're going to feel bad about yourself and compare yourself to something that's not real, you know? So you have to be careful about that. And really, if you find yourself in a situation where you're following someone and you see that their journey, whenever you see them post, or maybe their changes are happening at a rate that, like, it makes you feel bad about your journey, block them, unfollow them. Really, it makes no sense putting something in front of. I've used no sense, but like, does it make any sense to you to keep following this guy who every time you see him post, you feel bad about yourself, or every other post makes you feel bad about yourself? Unfollow him. Stop looking at his page. Like, why are you going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be upset? It makes no sense. Like, so you get what I mean? So, if you ever find yourself being jealous of someone or not feeling happy for their changes, or find yourself like not believing what they're saying, remove it from your face. Block them. Delete them. I've done it several times where there's guys that I'm like, okay, every time I'm following this guy, he posts something or he says something that like makes me not very happy, I just block him and unfollow him. And now I don't have to see it. Now I don't have to be unhappy. Ta-da! Like, it's not hard, it's pretty simple. So, like, that's all I have to say about the tension that's going on. It's really stemmed in people not being happy with themselves, and that way they project it onto other people. You're not happy with your changes, that way you feel like his changes are impossible because it's not happening for you. But you're different, right? So that's what you need to understand, that your changes will happen for you at the rate your changes are going to happen for you. And if you attacking his changes doesn't change how fast his changes are happening, and doesn't speed your changes up, it just makes you bitter and upset, and you upset someone else. Who wins? No one wins. So yeah, just unfollow the person if the person's making you feel upset. Like, if you think the person's making shit up, unfollow them. Just remove them from your face. It's that simple. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the situation, but I hope you get it, that like, it sucks, because our community, like the trans male community, really glorifies testosterone, really glorifies those changes that like makes people appear cis. It's sad, and that's what everyone's striving for, and that's why it's become a competition. I feel like it's a huge competition as to who's getting the most changes, who's becoming the most buff. Like, it's all huge competition. Like, who's your most like, imagine this. I've seen people call guys their inspiration because of the testosterone changes. How can you be inspired by something this person has no control over? Think about it. This person has done nothing at all to achieve this, apart from if it's their body. Because people have to work fucking hard to get their muscular body or whatever body they achieve. Like, they have to put in work for it, right? So that's good. But like, facial hair, how deep his voice has gotten, like, okay, what did he do? He did nothing at all. You know, like, it makes me laugh, but that's how the world is right now, I guess. That's what we're striving for. So yeah, what you need to take away from this is that you don't have to be nice to him because he's trans, but you have to respect his journey. Do not disrespect him because he is trans, right? But you don't have to be nice to him because he's trans. Like, you don't have to be friends with every trans person you know, but that doesn't mean that they're less trans than you, or like, no. Their journey is their journey. Your journey is your journey. You don't have to agree, but that doesn't make their journey any less of their journey. Don't bring someone down because you don't feel great about your journey, okay? Like, you guys need to try and love each other and be nice to each other, but like, if you can't be nice to him, remove him from your face, right? Don't go out of your way to be mean to people. Like, don't go out of your way to be mean to him because he's trans. Like, if you don't like him, remove him from your face, right? Like, that's it. It's true. Think about this, right? If you're just gonna try and be someone's friend because he's trans, it's gonna be very hard to be nice to someone you don't like, right? Like, slightly you're gonna be like offending. You find a way to offend them, or like, there's no point in trying to be friendly with someone you don't like. right? It's better for both of you if you just remove the guy from your face. Because you're all going to make a comment, you're all going to do something, you're all going to have this bitterness inside you towards this person whilst just smiling, and you're just like thinking, fuck you, you know, like, what's the point? It's too much work. Just remove them from your face. It'll be better for both of you. You don't have to be his friend. That's the whole point. Like, so my own point is not like, oh, you don't have to be mean to each other, right? But just respect each other's journey. It's like, oh no, you don't have to be his friend if you don't like him. Like, you don't have to, but you just respect his journey. So it's easier for you to not be mean to someone you don't like if you just remove yourself from their presence. You get what I mean? Anyways, I've been saying the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna go now. Okay, so make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and make sure you try and love and shit, like, and try and be nice to each other. And if you can't be nice to him, just don't be friends with him. Remove him from your life. Don't follow him on Instagram. Don't be his friend on Facebook. Just remove him from your life. That way you don't get to be mean to him and he doesn't irritate you. Anyways, yeah. Bye. Wait, yeah, bye.